gonna tell you why I can't get rid of books. And no, it's not because I'm an obsessive person with hoarder-like tendencies that she has to constantly rein in, and books is the one area in which you are given an excuse to get as many as you want, and nobody thinks you're insane, they just think you're smart. Anyway, there's another reason too. In fact, the better reason, because there are some books that I probably might otherwise get rid of at some point. You ever have that moment in conversation when you're trying to say something and you can't quite get the word? You can come up with similar words, possibly, to what you're trying to say, but there's one in particular that just really fits and it drives you nuts in trying to get it. I have that happen to me too, and it's worse when I'm writing something and it happens to me. I've gotten a little bit better at just making a note, like, find the word and then, like, proceeding, but it's not always that easy. Sometimes it just grabs a hold of you, and you're like, I can't continue, I can't finish the paragraph or the chapter till I find the word, so then you try to Google, like, a similar word and put synonyms at the end of it, and then you get this whole list of words that are kinda like what you're aiming for, but not it. Well, sometimes it is it, sometimes it's in there, and you're like, yay, there's the word, that's the end of that, isn't that great? And sometimes it's not there. But the funny thing is that sometimes, even though I cannot remember the word that I desperately need, it's almost there and I can't get it. Even though sometimes I can't remember that word, I can remember the last place I saw it. Like, I'll remember, like, the book it was in and what chapter it was in, not the number, but I mean, like, what was going on, and then I can... In many cases, it's novel. That makes it much easier. If it's nonfiction, unless it was like, and you specifically remember the precise topic it was discussing, and there was a chapter dedicated just to that, you're gonna have a tough time. But if it's a novel, I can remember what scene it occurred in the context, and I can remember like even the gist of the paragraph sometimes, but I can't remember the word. I just know it was there. So then I have to go to my shelf and find the novel and pull it out and flip until I find the scene. And then I find the word. And I've done that a few times. So that's really why I can't get rid of books, is because it's like if I can't find the word, but I can remember that it was in another book, I need that other, I don't want to have to wait. Like, I'm the obsessive person that would order off of Amazon and wait 2 days and pay $15 for a book that I didn't even want anymore, apparently, because I gave it away in this scenario, just so I could find the word, because that's the horror of what it is to live in my brain. I only remember one circumstance specifically, and it's because I was looking for a word that wasn't keychain, but it was kind of a keychain. And the problem is you can't just Google keychains, because all you're gonna get is people selling keychains. It doesn't work. And you can't Google keychain synonyms, even if there are any. I don't remember if there were, but if they weren't what I wanted. I don't even think it knew what to do with me asking for that. I'm like, no, you just mean a keychain. It's like, no, it's a vaguely keychain-like thing. It's a little leather loop, and people will hook their keys onto it, and I didn't know what to do with that. And I typed it a bunch of different ways, and I could not find it anywhere online. It didn't know, and I'm like, no, there's a word for it. I know there's a word for it. I need that word. And then I remembered that it was in The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. Normally I have a much easier time finding, like, where the scene was. But no, it was in the prologue, so I wasted like half an hour trying to find the word by looking in through the early chapters. I'm like, where's the scene where he gets the keys, where he dreams the keys and gets them, and I sound insane, but he can pull stuff out of his dreams. Anyway, but it was in the prologue, and the sentence was, he felt the soft leather and the worn edge of the fob, the cold metal of the ring, and the trunk key, the thin, sharp promise with the ignition key between his fingers. But anyway, the word I was looking for was fob. I wanted the leather key fob. That's all I wanted, was the word fob. And I wasn't going to find that anywhere. The internet failed me. So that's why I can't get rid of books, because I'm an obsessive weirdo. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say on that subject. There's the cat again. You've been in every one of these videos, bug. Today, you know that? Yeah. Good boy. Which way? Which way? Goodbye. Wait, I gotta put the cat by the camera again, cause might as well. No, look straight ahead. Or it's close enough.